Welcome to Lifestyle Seduction, and in this video I want to talk about why day game videos are overrated. It's funny how the guys that tell you to stop validation seeking are the guys uploading videos and pictures looking for your validation. Now, I understand as a content creator, as a dating coach, that you want to upload videos of you showing what you're good at because that's what you're trying to sell, that's what you're trying to coach, and you're trying to show that you got the skills. So I understand that standpoint. And there is some value, or there is value in watching day game videos, but for the most part, I think day game videos are highly overrated. And the main reason is because you gotta know yourself, know the enemy, and know the environment. And in every day game video, you yourself are different from the dating coach in the video. The woman you're talking to is different from the woman in the video, and your environment is different from the environment in the video. And for you pussy boys that don't like me referring to women as the enemy, women are not the enemy. They're the enemy in terms of, it's a metaphor. War is a metaphor for life, and enemy is a metaphor for the other person involved, right? So know yourself, know the other person involved, and know the environment. Now, when I was first starting out in game, it was all my friends were all about, night game. And then there's a whole argument, like there is a difference between day game and night game. Some people say no, some people say yes. I believe there's a difference between day game and night game, but fundamentally there's not. Anyway, so when I was learning game, all my friends were about going out to clubs and chasing women, which is cool. But there was no one in my peer group or in my social circle that was actually doing day game. And being that this is another facet of game, like this is what I wanted to learn, and this is the video that I watched. 8 years ago with Yad here. You can see I remember watching this video. I mean, look, 2009. I mean, this is a long time ago, and back then there was only maybe 10, 20 day game videos. There really wasn't that many day game videos. I mean, in comparison to now, I mean now there's like more dating channels than there were day game videos back then. So I watched this video a couple times, and I watched other people a couple times. And it's funny because, Yad gets a lot of like hate on this video. I mean, a lot of criticism, and I guess he did a couple things wrong, his body language, or a couple things he said, blah blah blah. But he does get the kiss close, and he gets the pull. And to be honest, guys, you don't need a kiss close. Like, I think actually the kiss close is actually like unnecessary. You don't need a kiss close. And you can see the comments here. It feels awkward, kissing a hamburger. Fake. Act. Day game is a scam. Blah blah blah. There's tons of comments. And again, you could just watch these. You could criticize the whole 8 minutes. But the main point is, the main thing I got of day game videos and other day game videos in general is that it's possible to meet women in the daytime. It's possible to meet sexy women in the daytime. It's natural to meet women in the daytime. And that's pretty much it. You don't gotta overthink it too much. Yeah, you can see if you have sticking points of day game, of direct, indirect, number closing, bouncing, Kino, whatever, the actual approach. You can watch a couple videos to get an idea of what to do or get past your sticking points. But at the end of the day, you yourself have a different body from Yad or anyone you're watching on YouTube. The girl you approach is different from the girl on YouTube, and your environment is different. So at the end of the day, you gotta take what works for you and get out the house and do it for yourself. I mean, too many guys just hide behind YouTube and watch hours and hours and hours of day game videos. Look, come on, man, it's the same thing. Guy goes up to her, he stops her, and runs his game. And ultimately, again, it's your body that has to physically do it, not the instructor. And speaking of environment, like racism does matter a little bit. Like, racism is not the end all be all, but it can be a factor. right? Like some people say that white guys are good and have it real easy in the Philippines, and black men have an advantage in Eastern Europe, or just in general, like foreign men can do better than local men, right? The scarcity factor, foreigner value, but that's minutia. Like racism in certain environments plays a role. I call it racial gravity. Like some areas are more racial than others, but for the most part, that's minutia. But it is a factor, right? But it's more of a minutia thing, something to take in consideration at times. But it's not the end all be all. And once you get a couple day game closes for yourself, once you do a couple day game pulls for yourself, like I don't see why you would just keep watching these videos over and over again. And game recognize game, and you'll see that once you get a couple day game pulls and come back and watch just a random day game video, you could be like, yo, that's doesn't look right, doesn't feel right, it's a scam. Because the truth is, there are a lot of bullshit day game videos out there. So that is a problem too. And again, I'm not gonna call out or do anything like that, because again, the main thing is that I just learned that it was possible, and I believed that it was possible to meet women in daytime. And I'll make the argument that as I think about it, some of my best relationships and the most awesome women I've met have been from day game pools. I believe that when and where you meet someone is a big factor on how the relationship develops. That's a whole different video. When and where you meet someone is a big factor of how the relationship develops down the road. But yes, it's possible to meet women in the daytime. If you could watch 10, 20 day game videos, I mean, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you gotta get at the house and do your own damn thing, and you're gonna develop analysis paralysis. For the most part, I think they're overrated. But like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And until then, get out the fucking house, man.